starting to feel weird. I think I'm freaking out.
I answered an ad. It was an ad in the recycler paper, and the recycler is a classified newspaper in Orange County, Los Angeles area, and it said, looking for a lead guitar player that likes Motorhead, Saxon. And I called up this guy, and he goes, hello? And I said, hello. Calling about the ad in the newspaper. And we just started talking about bands. And every band that I would say, he would go, you know? I said, yeah, I like Budgie. Fuck, you know Budgie? Yeah, I've got the Impeccable album. I really dig that album. Don't Melt the Ice Away is, or Melt the Ice Away is one of my favorite songs on that record. And then I would say something about Motorhead. Fuck, man, you know Motorhead? You know, all this stuff. Or, you know, if it wasn't Motorhead, it was Maiden or Priest or whatever. Well, the first songs that we wrote, there was only two people writing. I had my songs that were done, and James had his songs that were done. The first record I played on with Metallica had Hit the Lights. We got a chance to put out a new version of that, and I just went to town on it. And I just figured, you know what, if I'm going to solo on this, I'm going to solo like a motherfucker. And that's how I made my name in the metal world, was on that first Metallica track. From there on, it was just us building Metallica. And it's funny, when I look back at that period, you know, we all kind of thought we were all great in our own right. But I think probably out of the four of us in the beginning, the Young Metal Attack, the Metal Up Your Ass lineup, I think Ron McGovney was probably the most grounded of all of us. You know, I still know where I stand in the whole process, but you know, Ron was really reliable, really a dependable bass player. Most bass players, you know, that's you hope they're like that, and he was. And looking back, it's interesting. I'm glad that Metallica got Cliff, and I think that Ron McGovney is too, but I really think he should have continued pursuing music because of what to me looked like he had a future. The first time I heard Cliff Burton play was on a tape, and you know, there was some stuff on there that was okay. I didn't think Trauma was a great band, but the bass playing was obviously something to take notice of. And when Cliff and we had rehearsed for the first time, you knew there was something there, there was a spark, because it just seemed like my playing was able to really stand out from the drums and start to line up more with James, and that the drums and the bass started to have their thing, but that there was also this weird kind of like a connector of some sort where Cliff kind of connected with us and made it all work. Because I didn't really connect with bass players in the beginning with my playing. I hadn't played that much with other people, so the idea of playing with other people just didn't seem like it was an important thing. And while I was playing with James, that was really fun, because in the beginning he didn't play guitar. The last time we did anything in that band before he started playing, we did a concert and had this guy named Brad Parker play guitar with us, and Brad didn't go down so well, so it was cool when James made the jump. ride home from New York was long. I knew it was going to be long. The ride out was long. The ride out was dangerous. The ride out was bad because of the crash in Laramie, Wyoming. I think that's what made me the guy that had to go. And I don't know, I probably was destined to leave before that because of, you know, the word destiny and the fact that there was just so much talent and so much personality between the four of us. I don't know that we could have survived. There was destined to be some kind of an explosion at some point. You know, leaving Metallica, a lot of the things that they did, watching them have their success, it could have been anything. You know, they could have quit metal and started making Twinkies, and I would have been jealous because we were friends, and then all of a sudden we're not friends anymore. And all I know is that I want to keep doing what we're doing together because we make people happy. And the four of us get to drive around like we're something special, and I've never felt special before in my life until now, when we have this guitar, we've got this band, and now I feel like I'm somebody. I'm glad to say that our friendship today is so much different from that moment, those moments, those days, those times, those people. We're all different. We're dads. We're older now, and I think that probably was the most shocking and hardest thing to tolerate or to accept at the end, was that when the band stopped, I've kind of felt like I stopped. I know that's not true, but you know, what's a young kid at the time to think? I had no mentors. I had no one talking into my life and saying, you're going to get through this and you're going to be so much happier for it. I did a lot of soul searching on the way home. Did I want to play guitar? Did I want to keep doing this? What am I going to do? I got it. I'm going to make a band that's more metal than Metallica.